In this video, I'm going to show you how I use Claude to scrape Amazon search pages and product pages. I will also show you how I set up a price tracker automation that will scrape a list of product pages every day and will store their latest price. Let's get started. So here I am in Claude Code. So this is the Claude app. I opened it up on my desktop here. So it's not the website, it's the actual app that you can download on your computer. I created a new folder on my computer called Amazon Extractor, and I selected it here. So any files that I need to store as part of this project or any code that will be written, it will all be stored in this folder. Now, my aim is to do two things, is to first scrape the search listings of a specific page. So if I search for, let's say, home decor on Amazon, I get all these products here, and I want to be able to extract all their information. But I also want to be able to extract all the information from a specific product page. So if I supply it with the URL of this page, I want it to extract all the information that is available on this page. Now, to achieve this in a nice and scalable way, I need to use a scraper. And I did some research and I found this Amazon product scraper from Apify. Apify is like a platform which offers a bunch of web scrapers that you can easily integrate with. You can give them give your AI assistants access to them so they can scrape data for you. And I will be basically asking my Claude to interact with the scraper, to integrate with the scraper, so I can extract data from Amazon pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this page here, and I'm going to tell Claude here, I want you to integrate with this scraper so I can extract the information of an Amazon search page. So now it will read the documentation. It will figure out what API calls it needs to make to connect to this scraper. And then at some point, it should also ask me for an API key. So like a token that I need to get from my Apify console. So I'm actually going to open the console here. So I'm ready. I'm going to go to settings and API integrations. So at some point, it will ask me for an API key so it can actually authenticate to the Apify service. So now I was reading the documentation here. It decided that it wants to create a Node.js script, right, to integrate with the crawler, with the actor. And once it does that, once it creates the script, then I'm sure it will ask me for the API key to complete the integration and be able to authenticate. There we go. So it created the script, and now copy the env file and add your Apify token. So I'm not going to copy any files. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to create a new token. I'm going to call it Amazon Extractor Claude create. It created this token. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it here. And it should figure out, there we go. So it will create an env file. An env file is basically a place to store things like API keys. It's called environment variables, right? And they're all stored in that file there. So it will take it, will store it there. And this way I don't need to provide it with that API key every single time that I want to run this process. It will just figure out that it needs to use it. So I think now it will try to authenticate to Apify. So what it did here is it did a test run. It did a test run so it can get the list of fields that this scraper returns. So it can then update its script to be able to to like in further on when I'm gonna ask it to extract the data and store it in a file, it can know what fields that file needs to have, right? So that's why I did this test run, and to also verify that everything works. So here it is. Summary of what's set up in V with the Apify token, the index.js. So this is where the code is stored that does all the scraping. And usage. So it created a CLI basically that it's able to provide it with the Amazon search URL and the number of products that it wants to extract from that search URL. And it does the scraping. So I want you to scrape. Let's provide it with a page. So I want you to scrape the results of this search for me. Okay, so now it will figure out that it needs to, what code it needs to execute in order to scrape this page, and it should return all the data that is extracted. There we go. So it extracted 20 results. If I want, I think 20 is its default. I could ask it to extract more, I think. But here are the results. And from here, I can ask it to store it in a file. So if I want to if I want to store this data in a CSV that I can open in a spreadsheet software, I can just say store this data in a CSV file. There we go. So it saved it to home decor results.csv. And if I click here, I can see the CSV file with all the data. And of course, this file is also accessible on my desktop in this folder that I created specifically for this project. Here's the CSV. So I can click on it and it will open up in Numbers because I'm on Mac. But you can also upload this, on Google Sheets, and you will see all the data. So that's the first thing that I wanted to do. Now, the second thing I want to do is scrape an individual product page. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to ask it. I'm going to open a new session. I want to scrape the information of this product page, right? So now it will call a different endpoint of this Amazon scraper. Or basically it will, I don't know if it's a different endpoint, but it will be a different set of inputs, right? And I'm guessing different configuration to extract the information of a specific product page, right? Before we're extracting the information of, we're extracting the search results from a search. Now we're extracting the data from a specific product page. So it should figure out how to configure that API call to Apify to extract the information that I want. So the run succeeded in under 8 seconds. One item scraped with 144 fields. Let me fetch the actual product data now. So it will fetch the product data from Apify. And here it is. And from here, I can ask it again to store it in a CSV, or I can have another format such as JSON, for example. So yeah, this is how you do it. And now every time you ask it to run these actions, it will not have to write any code anymore because the code is already written. If we go here in the files, or even in my desktop here, you can see that there are these code files here which it already has access to. It already created, so it's just a matter of running these code files. It doesn't need to regenerate them every time. So it will be the process will be much faster the next time that I ask it to do this. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to automate this process. So let's say that you want to extract all the results of this page on a daily basis, Or maybe you want to extract the price of this product on a daily basis so you can monitor, how the price changes. You can do this inside Claude Code with a feature called routine. Now, a routine is basically an automation with a set of instructions that Claude will trigger for you at a set time interval that you define. So I will go here, new routine, local, name Amazon product price extractor, right? So I'll do that first. Extract the prices of a list of products from Amazon. So I'm going to select first of all the folder where my code lives in, and ask permissions. I'm going to say auto mode, so it doesn't need to ask for any permission to execute anything. And then what I'll say is every 24 hours, I want you to use Apify to extract the price from the product pages of the following Amazon products, right? So here I'm going to make a list of the products that I care about. So let's say I want to monitor the price of this product. I want to monitor the price of this product here. I will list out 3 products, right? And what it will do every 24 hours, it will trigger this automation and it will extract the product, the prices for me. And then I will say, I want you to store product prices in a CSV file. Each product should have a separate row, and each day should have a new column, right? So every day I wanted to create a new column in the CSV file that it will be creating to store this data, on that column it will store the current product price. So each product should have a separate row, and each day should have a new column where the latest price will be stored, okay? And then I'll say that every day we'll run this at 9 a.m., create, and run now to test it. All right, so I finished this execution, but I actually clicked on this execution record here, and I was looking at what it was doing while executing it, and I realized that it wasn't following. So it was actually using a bunch of other Apify actors to do the scraping, and it was failing many of the times. So I actually want to refine my instructions here to tell it that it needs to use the script that it wrote inside the code directory here to do the scraping with. So I want you to use the index.js script to which makes API calls to Apify to extract the price from the product pages of the following Amazon products, right? So I'm being more specific about how I wanted to scrape the data, so it doesn't go on and write its own scripts and use its own Apify actors to do the scraping. I want it to be I want to be more specific about how I wanted to do this work. So here it is now. I'm going to see that it's doing it correctly. Okay, so it's saying that the current script is designed for scraping search pages and not specific product pages, even though I thought I already asked it previously to scrape a product page. Maybe it didn't create a script for that. It's fine. So it will create another script now, and hopefully it will use the same the same Apify actor that I asked it to use previously. Let's see. Okay, so this was much more successful and much faster. It wrote a dedicated script for this work, and here are the prices of the products, which it will now store in a CSV called product prices. So if I open this CSV, we can see that it created a column with the products, the ASIN, and then a column with the product price on this current date. So every day it will create a new column that will show the price on that date. Great. So now the only thing I need to do is go back here on my script, on my the routine instructions, and I need to tell it that it needs to use the price. What is it called? Price tracker.js script that it just wrote to do the scraping. And that's it. Now every time this gets executed, it should follow the same exact path to scrape the product prices and store them in this CSV file. So this is how you create automations inside your Claude Code environment in order to extract data from Amazon. And of course, you can modify this to extract any type of data that you want from Amazon. It doesn't need to be product prices. This is just an example. So yeah, this was it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. I hope it gave you some inspiration. Let me know in the comments below if there's if you have any questions or if there's something specific that you want to see on a next video. I will be very happy to help. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one.